y'all. So it's gonna be one of those insomnia nights. Just laying in the bed, can't get to sleep, so your mind's just racing all over the place. So in the midst of me trying to get comfortable to attempt to try and lay down, we'll go to sleep anyway. I guess I'm gonna just talk probably and just not necessarily a rant, but just I'm just curious. Like, why are we so hard on ourselves? Like y'all never realize how like we're our own worst critic. We really are. I don't even really want to I don't know what to call it. An epiphany, I have no idea. But I was having a conversation with a family member earlier, and he asked me why do I talk so hard on myself? I was like, I don't understand what you mean. I don't get what you mean. Told me, he said, you always talk down on yourself and you talk about yourself in a less than context. Like, why are you so hard on yourself? I don't get it. And y'all, I couldn't even answer the question. I couldn't even answer it. I mean, I could say past trauma. I could have made up a lie, a story, but I genuinely just didn't know. Like, I genuinely didn't know. I guess, yeah, I can't even answer the question now. Maybe one day down the line I will, but I noticed that we're our own worst critic. We really are. We're like our own worst critic. Somebody could tell you 1,000,001 nice things about yourself, but you will find how about this? Out of 10 comments that you get from one individual, I promise you, you're going to find 8 things wrong with it. 8 things to pick and prod about it, about why it's not good enough. And I don't understand why it's kind of like a thing of like, why are we so hard on ourselves? Why do we think of ourselves as less than what we really are? Less than what we're capable of? I'm really curious to know. I really want to know. I guess that's just one of those things that you probably won't figure out until you reach the end of the rainbow. Or maybe we just won't figure it out until we standing in front of our maker. I don't know, but it's just, I wish we would stop thinking of ourselves as less than what we are. We are so capable of accomplishing so much, and the outside world knows that. That's why they're afraid of us. And the more that we talk down about ourselves, how we can't do this and we can't do that, harder it is to finally break out of that cycle. And I know people like, it's not that hard. Yeah, it is. When you've been mentally trained, brainwashed almost in a sense, to think of yourself as a less than, it takes a hell of a lot to break yourself out of that mindset, out of that mentality. So, reverting back to myself, because I went off in a different field of that, but I don't know why I don't know why I'm so hard on myself. People tell me I do a good job, but then I always go, yeah, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, but it could have did this. Yeah, but it could have been that. Why not just be okay with what you have? Why do you feel like you're not? Why do you feel like it has to be the greatest? Do you like it? Yes. Are you proud of it? Yes. Okay, so why are you talking down on it? don't know. It sounds really confungled and jumbled up, but I'm pretty sure those who know what I'm trying to say will understand what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that they will. But I don't know, we just have to stop being so hard on ourselves. We really do. You're fine. You're fine, sis. You're fine, bruh. You're okay. Stop talking down on yourself. You good. You are good. But another thing that I noticed that just really confused about, the lack of empathy. The lack of empathy in the world right now is very sad. It's very, very sad. The lack of empathy and morality and loyalty and just the word emotions just doesn't exist anymore. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. You want somebody to listen to you, but who can you go to when it seems like everybody and their mama just acts like they just don't give a rat's ass, you know? Like, it's a lot easier said than done. I'm well aware of that. Sorry, guys. Well aware of that. But in the same token, in the same breath, something's got to change. Something's got to give. Like, we should not be mocking mental health. We should not be mocking somebody that's empathetic. Like, I have never in my life seen people get clowned for having some emotion. That's crazy to me. The lack of empathy for a human being is just the lack of empathy, but you want empathy. Like, make it make sense. Somebody, please, like, make it make sense. Just, I don't know. My mind be going all deep. One of these days, I should post that and just see how many people can answer that question for me, because I really want to know. I'm really curious, because, yeah, the lack of empathy, the lack of emotion, why are we always, for us to try, we have brainwashed ourselves into thinking that being negative is okay. To be a negative person is okay. And that's not okay. It's okay to not be okay. That is perfectly fine. But when it's to the point that you're praising being toxic, that you're praising being negative, and to laugh at somebody that has empathy and empathetic and thinks with their heart as well as their mind, somebody that has no problem showing emotions, when you start clowning those people and praising the negative side, and in the same breath want the empathetic person, but don't want like, oh my gosh, I feel like we in a damn Rubik's Cube and it just will not get straight, because I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All I know is we got to be better. We got to be better. We got to do better. Because there are people hurting. There are people crying. There are people that are turning to things that they shouldn't to ease these pains. And rather than try and open up and listen, hear them out, we laugh. We make jokes out of it. We make memes out of it. And and that same person is dealing with their own pain. It's just, we're making profit off of pain, and that's not okay. That's not okay. I don't know how we're going to get back to how we are supposed to be, but for goodness gracious, I hope we get to it soon, because this is just, it's a mess.